Well, hi everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Monday morning, the 12th of May. We are now into the middle of the month, and we have soared right into July-like temperatures, though, here with a little bit of toasty heat. Not, middle of summer hot, but for May, anyway, it's pretty toasty out there, and we've had some wind as well, especially yesterday, and now the winds will be strong again today for many, and because of the very warm, dry, somewhat windy conditions, a red flag warning in place in these pink shaded areas here. Most of them will start at 11 a.m. and continue until 9 p.m. These eastern counties, Knox County, Antelope, and Boone County start at noon and continue until 9 p.m. this evening here. And so again, the combination of very warm, dry conditions, stronger winds, and still somewhat dry vegetation here. I know a lot of places have greened up, but again, with the lack of moisture, it's not exactly a picture-perfect green scenario in most locations. Let's look at your forecast for today, and again, a lot of sunshine in store. You can see lighter winds in eastern Nebraska. We saw this yesterday as well. The wind wasn't as strong to the east as it was farther to the west and northwest. We see this again today. So some of the highest winds will be in these locations here. Overnight tonight, mainly clear skies. Winds will slowly die back a little bit. Not completely calm, though, but a little bit lighter than during the daytime today. Back to some breezy, if not windy conditions on your Tuesday. Lots of sunshine with a few showers and clouds out to the west and northwest. These may just graze by extreme western parts of our viewing area, mainly west of Highway 61, though. But the rest of us looking for a quiet night, Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning. But that could change later Wednesday as a cold front approaches and moves through late Wednesday into Wednesday night, which could include a chance of some severe thunderstorms. So most of us, kind of some general thunderstorms kind of first developing up here and then expanding southward as we get towards the evening hours. But the general thunderstorms basically mean non-severe weather. And then the darker green, that's a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe storms. We could see some large hail and some severe wind gusts with any storms that are able to develop. Highs today getting up into the mid to upper 80s, and some low 90s off to the northwest. 92 later today in Valentine, as warm as 95 in Chadron, 94 degrees in Alliance. Let's look at the zone forecast around the area for today here. We're going to see those highs again pushing upper 80s and lower 90s in northwestern areas here. We'll start you there first, and this is where some of the strongest winds will be. Any rain chance, I don't think we have much of a rain chance there in Gordon, so not even including that. But again, some wind out there, upper 80s, low 90s, 92 in Valentine, 89 later today, Springview, Bassett, Ainsworth, Long Pine areas. There, 88 in Broken Bow, Taylor, Burwell. 88 also Lexington, Elwood, Gothenburg. Well, Elwood actually 86 degrees. 87 Holdridge, 88 Beaver City, down into northern Kansas here, 88 in Atwood, 89 degrees in Grant, 90 in Ogallala. Mid to upper 80s in southeastern areas, including 85 in Belleville, Kansas, 86 Superior, 87 in York and Osceola, 88 degrees. St. Paul and Central City, 89 in Lincoln. Upper 80s to near 90 degrees in northeastern areas, and again, more wind as you go to the northwest, near 90 in Verdigris, 88 O'Neill, 90 in Hardington and Ponca, Wayne, 89 later today in Norfolk. So very warm day on the way. How do things look heading into tonight? We'll go back to the regular forecast graphics here. Otherwise, this weather segment will take me too long. So again, later tonight, 50s to near 60 degrees by tomorrow morning there. Another very warm day tomorrow, upper 80s, lower 90s once again, and there will be some wind, so probably going to be a fire threat again. And then look into your Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, mid to upper 50s and low 60s, a very mild night. Looking forward to your Wednesday. There comes the cold front, but most of us will be ahead of it, so we're still talking mid to upper 80s and low 90s. Cooler to the west and northwest, 70s here behind that cold front, which could spark off some shower and thunderstorm activity. We cool down a little bit more Wednesday night and Thursday morning, but still very mild, especially in eastern Nebraska. Cooler out west, though. And then Thursday, we feel the cooler weather, 60s and 70s, still some low 80s in the southeast. Just a very interesting day of weather there with the wide range and high temperatures. And of course, we will be talking about rain chances Wednesday night. Let's look at the forecast here again. Very toasty the next few days. Rain and thunderstorms Wednesday night, maybe lingering to Thursday morning. And then a little cooler but still warm for the end of the week. A little wind again Thursday and Friday. Saturday, back up near 80 degrees. Then a chance of rain and thunderstorms Saturday night. That may continue to Sunday morning. I think we'll get a break, but then Sunday, late in the day into Sunday night, another chance would be a possibility. But again, a lot of that still a bit uncertain as forecast models are all over the board on exactly the timing of this. So it'll depend on fronts and things like that. But we will have to watch for at least the chance of severe weather. And then that's followed up by a big drop in temperatures early next week. A little cool, a little below average as we get down the road. Just a little bit here. North Platte. Again, very toasty the next 3 days here. Chance of rain and thunderstorms Wednesday evening into Thursday morning. Another small chance Thursday evening. It's not a great chance there, but we will be cooler Thursday, Friday. Still kind of warming back up a little bit towards Saturday. Then another round of rain and thunderstorms possible Saturday night and Sunday morning, and possibly more late in the day on Sunday, which could include severe weather. That's followed by, again, a big drop in temperatures early next week here. We could be below average during that time. In fact, the Climate Prediction Center is showing us to be below average next week here, much of the northern part of the country, in fact, below average with all the warm air to our south. I do not envy those that live in southern Florida or southern Texas. Already a very warm climate there. It's going to be pretty toasty down there. We're still on the cusp of above average precipitation next week, so let's hope we can pick up on something this weekend, maybe continue that trend in the next week here. Let's take a look at some of the long range models. This is the European model, which, again, not a lot the next couple of days here. There's a system that's kind of stuck to our southeast. Once that clears out, that gets the next system a little closer to us. Right now, the bulk of the moisture, as I've been talking about for over a week now, the bulk of the moisture will stay to our northwest. But hopefully with the cold front trailing through, showers and storms, they fire up in northern areas first Wednesday afternoon and then try to expand southward to the Nebraska-Kansas border as we get towards Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Some of that lingering into Thursday, but then clearing on out. I mentioned North Platte late in the day. Small chance there out west, but it's not a great chance. So then we look towards Saturday, especially Saturday evening, for maybe a chance of rain and thunderstorms. Maybe a break, but then maybe another chance in the Sunday, late Sunday into Monday morning. And hopefully we keep the chances going. We'll see as we get down the road. Final look at the GFS model now. And again, not much until Wednesday, and this is later in the day on Wednesday. First up north in the afternoon, and then expanding southward. Chances are greatest northeastern Nebraska for some severe weather. Wind and hail are going to be your main threats, by the way, with that severe weather threat Wednesday evening, or Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. Thursday evening, western Nebraska, again, that 20% chance for North Platte. The rest of us will look forward to late Saturday into Saturday night here. And then maybe again later Sunday. So, but again, timing is a little bit of an issue right now, trying to figure out this forecast. We're a week out almost, so we've got some time to figure all this out here. But we'll have to watch that severe weather threat this weekend here. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe some more moisture in the next week. We'll see what follows here, but tough to say this far out. Plus, the GFS has been very unreliable lately when it comes to the long-term forecast. But it does look like we'll also trend cooler as we get down the road into next week. And you can see that here. Again, very warm these next 3 days. And here comes the cool down Wednesday. We'll feel, a cool down, but not cold. It tries to warm up a little bit towards Saturday, then the bigger cool down starting Sunday, but more so, I think, Monday and Tuesday of next week. The GFS model, the timing's a little bit different, though, with the cool down, but it does show much cooler air coming by the middle of next week. GFS, I think, is a little bit different next week with the cool down. But again, I think the next 3 days, very warm weather ahead of us here. And then Thursday cools down, but it's not cold. Friday is kind of the same thing. Not cold, but cooler. Saturday, warming up maybe a little bit Saturday. Sunday, temperatures kind of start to come down Sunday night into Monday there. Now this model wants to warm us back up by the middle of next week. We'll see. So forecast models kind of all over the board right now when it comes to the long range. There's not a lot of confidence once you get past the next few days. So you're going to have to kind of stay tuned to the forecast here, but hopefully we can get in on some rain, because as our drought monitor shows, drought situation is getting much worse across the area, and this will continue to get worse until we can get some solid rain. I'm hoping we can at least get something over the weekend or into early next week here for a large part of the area, but it's just the way things have gone. It seems like as we get closer to the time frame, those chances piddle out. So let's hope we can get something. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for watching on this Monday morning. I'll be back with you on Tuesday with all the latest. Take care and God bless. Bye.